Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is Dan W. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Today we start off a brand new wave of Marvel Legends reviews, and this time it is the Mantis Build-A-Figure. And we're starting off with Star-Lord, or Peter Quill, in his Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now, a lot of people are saying, do we really need another Star-Lord figure? The answer is probably not, but this figure is different to the one we've got previously. So once I open him up, I will show you and compare the two. But as always, here's the box. Here he is in the box. Side art. On the back, we get a picture of the figure, a little tiny read up. Then as always, we get a list of all the figures. In this wave, we need to complete the Mantis Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Star-Lord. More side art, and there he is. Okay, so without further ado, let's open him up and see how different this Peter Quill actually is. Pow, so here he is, Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, out of the box. And you know what, first impressions, I quite like it. I did think we were going to get a very much samey figure, but there is enough differences for me to maybe not validate another figure, but I think I do prefer this longer style jacket, and then we get this scarf as well, and I think the t-shirt's a different shade of blue, but overall it's a decent figure. If you didn't pick up the last Star-Lord, then you should definitely get this one. The jacket's quite flexible as well, so it doesn't hinder any articulation. Much better than some of the previous like Punisher jackets that we've got, which are just stiff and don't move at all. But different facial expression on the head sculpt as well. He's got more of a smirky expression. Does it look like Chris Pratt? Yeah, a little bit, not massively, but it does enough. The scarf can come off, revealing his t-shirt from the movie itself. Have I got a little bit of paint rub there? Yep, not a problem, I can get rid of that. Maybe the legs are exactly the same as the other one, maybe, I don't know without having them side by side. I know that this one's wearing gloves and the other one didn't. You can't really take the jacket off because obviously his arms from the shoulder down are going to be with the jacket on. So unless you want to get customizing, yeah, that's it. Quite like it. I think with this figure and the other figure, mixing up the accessories and whatnot, you'll definitely be able to make your ultimate Star-Lord however you prefer him, whatever that defining Peter Quill look is. Between the two figures, you'll definitely be able to get a blend and mix for what you want. But in regards to accessories, we don't get an actual Star-Lord head, so they should really have called this one Peter Quill, but it doesn't matter. We get his two blasters, which we've had previously before. These are exactly the same as the Wave 1 blasters, so nothing new there. And there are parts on his hips as well to pose the guns, but my guess is that once they're posed and you move the jacket, yeah, it's going to be hard to... Oh no. Oh, there you go. Let's see if we can do the other one. Let's put the other one where it's meant to go. Sorry if my hand's getting in the way of this. Oh, okay. Okay. So, there you go. You can have both jackets, both gun holstered with the jacket on. It just sort of bulks it out a little bit. But the guns are there, holstered on the figure. And I suppose the jacket would actually keep them in place a little bit more. But yeah, not bad at all. Other accessories are this tiny little cassette. Now, spoiler alert, at the end of the film, he gets given a Dune, I think it's called, which is like a first generation MP3 player. So this could be the Dune. I think it's Dune. I could be getting that completely wrong, but you know what I mean. At the end of the film, he gets a tiny little MP3 player. So that could be that, maybe. Or it could just be a repaint of the first tape that we got from the Guardians of the Galaxy film in 2004. So that's that. I genuinely think it's just a repaint. No, definitely a different bit of mould. Either way, now we've got two tapes. The yellow one from the first movie and a black one from this film. Doesn't make a difference at all. He doesn't come with any headphones, but if you do have the headphones from the first Guardians of the Galaxy set of figures that we got back in 2004, you can use them. So there you go, Peter Quill with his headphones on. Can he hold this tape? there you go. That doesn't look too bad at all. That looks pretty good, doesn't it, to be fair? For the movie, that looks all right. Now, other accessories are the Build-A-Figure piece for Mantis. So at the minute, all we have is Mantis's hand, which is doing sort of like a Matt and Jeff Hardy Team Extreme pose there. But yeah, look forward to building Mantis. Obviously, stay tuned to the channel. I will be reviewing Mantis once I've reviewed the rest of the figures in this wave. But yeah, overall, people, I like the Star-Lord. I'm not going to go into articulation. If you've got the other figure, I'm assuming it's exactly the same, just with the jacket. But I think the boots and everything are the same. Let's compare the two and look side by side. So there you go, people. That is the Wave 1 Star-Lord and that is the Wave 2 Star-Lord. As you can see, there are a lot of differences. I thought that this new jacket would be exactly the same as this one, just a little bit longer. But the jackets are completely different. They're completely different sculpt and different shape. And even the arms are different sculpt as well. This one, I think the longer jacket is definitely a lot more accurate. Accurate, you know what I'm trying to say. But you can mix and match. As I said, you can take the scarf off this guy and you can see the skin tone of the t-shirts is a lot different. This one's a lot lighter, that one's a lot darker. I can't remember off the top of my head which one is more accurate from the movie. You can wear that scarf if you really want to, but it doesn't fit as well under the jacket. As you can see, this one has gloves on the hand and this one doesn't. So I'm guessing you could heat and pop them if you really wanted to. But even the skin tone is a little bit different. Move those guns. See, the guns always fall out of the holsters on this one. This one, they're staying in because the jacket's holding them in place. So if anything, I'm swaying towards this figure at the minute. But which head sculpt do I prefer? I don't know. Let's try and zoom in and have a look because I'm undecided. Okay. So that's Wave 1 Star-Lord and that's Wave 2 Star-Lord. Now, which one do you prefer? At the minute, oh, it's gone out of focus. At the minute, I'm undecided. One or two. I think that one looks more like Peter Quill, Chris Pratt. Who knows? Undecided. They both look pretty good, to be fair. Both look pretty good. So yeah, let's get the other Star-Lord figure from the first movie out and see what they look like together then. So there you go. Here are all three MCU Star-Lords that we have in Marvel Legends form so far. Obviously Marvel Legends first ever Guardians of the Galaxy MCU figure. I think this was the first MCU figure I got as well. And to be fair, it looks embarrassing compared to these two. These two blow that one out of the water. And it's a shame because I did really like this one when I first got it. But now it just looks really bad, to be fair. It's a shame because I liked it. But now it is going to get replaced in my Star-Lord sort of display. So sorry mate, you are out of here. It's even smaller and the skin tone's all off and the face is terrible and the beard is, yeah, really bad. He's been tangoed massively, so off he goes. Definitely between these two. I should mention as well that you can change the head. Very simple. So again, it's a matter of preference what head you want to use on what figure because they both work. I'm starting to think that the head on the Wave 2 Star-Lord is a tiny bit bigger, maybe so, but you can swap the heads if you want to, it's not a big problem. I should mention as well that this figure, the Wave 2 figure, doesn't come with an actual Star-Lord helmet, but you did get that in the first wave, and the head does fit on there, not a problem. So there you go. I quite like that look. I like Star-Lord, long jacket, with his helmet on. So overall, I think that's how I'm going to pose my figure. Maybe with the scarf on, I'm a little bit undecided. Again, because the jacket is so flexible, it can fit nice and tight under there. Again, I've took the guns out, but the guns fit in there, no problem. And yeah, overall, really like this Star-Lord figure. So that will do for the review and my opinions on this figure, people. As always, subscribe to the channel, as I will be doing reviews of the rest of this wave to build that Mantis builder figure, and I'll be doing Who Is He segments for all the other comic book characters in this wave so far. But until then, my name has been Dan W. Please subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know who you would like to see next, and I will see you on the next one.